present You Feast. Today we are lucky to have Terry Materniak, who is the CEO and one of our own angels, here to present an update on You Feast today. If you'd like to take your seats, I'll read you their introduction. Each month, You Feast curates unique and one-of-a-kind food experiences for the members at some of Toronto's hottest and up-and-coming restaurants. You Feast events are social dining with a twist. Their menus are multi-course feasts, and their all-in price includes full meal, alcoholic beverages, and gratuities, so you can leave your wallet at home. And booking is easy. Simply one click on the event of your choice, and voila, your seat is booked. Just go to the restaurant and start feasting. Dining out has never been so much fun. And I'll turn it over to Terry to give us a little bit more information on what's going on.
Okay, thanks, Jess. Hi, everybody. I think most of you know me, but for those that don't, I'm also a York Angel member. So I presented to the group back in January, I think it was. And we closed a small round with the group and some outside investors, about 140,000 in March. So I'm really here to do an update. Three big things have happened since we closed the deal. First, we've signed a whole whack of strategic partners, large brand customers. So our market traction is pretty good. We're going to blow through our budgeted number this year. So that's good. Number two, we've done a little bit of a pivot in the last 6 months. We've really kind of moved from a pure, what was a B2C model, so that description Jess gave you is a little out of date, to more of a hybrid B2C, B2B model. But right now we're really focused on promoting our community to large brands. That's why we've now kind of relabeled ourselves as an experiential marketing platform and not a event or ticketing company, for lack of a better word. And then the third big thing that happened is we just acquired about a month ago our largest competitor in Canada, a company called Pass the Table that did a lot of what we did, but we acquired them for various reasons, and I'll talk about it in a minute. So just in general, our goal is to really create a large community of food lovers, food and drink lovers, and then we're going to monetize that through both the B2C and the B2B model. The B2C model is more of a consumer model where we sell tickets and memberships, but the B2B model is where I think we'll really make a lot of our money, which are sponsorship and advertising dollars, and I'll talk a little more about how we're going to do that. So that's about a $4 billion opportunity or size of market in North America alone. So we're really trying to address three pain points. One is food lovers, especially millennials. They're looking for the new experiences, new food and drink experiences. And anyone with an oven and a kitchen can put on a food event, but there's no curated marketplace, much like Airbnb was before it became Airbnb. The second group or pain point we're trying to address is restaurants. Restaurants are always searching for ways to maximize their unused capacity, and they've realized that creating unique food events, chef's table events, unique experiences is a great way to market themselves, but again, there's no marketplace or platform to put those events on. So it's kind of ad hoc and it's a chaotic, unorganized marketplace. And the third leg to the stool is really food and lifestyle brands. They are looking for ways to connect and target to millennial food lovers, and millennials consume their information a lot differently than folks of our generation, so they struggle a lot to connect to that group. So those are really the three pain points we're trying to address. And what You Feast does is it's the glue between those three pain points, and we connect those three stakeholder groups. So for restaurants, it's an event management platform. For members or food lovers, they come to the e-commerce marketplace to find unique food experiences, and sponsors and advertisers are looking for ways to connect to both of those groups. So essentially, to consumers, we're an e-commerce marketplace. So people go on the website, find unique food experiences, buy their tickets, and show up and have fun. To restaurants, we become an event management platform. Think of it like Eventbrite, but specific for food events and food experiences. Okay, so restaurants can now, if a restaurant wants to sell 8 seats on a Friday night for a chef's table dinner, they can put that on the platform and we'll sell tickets, and their job is just to serve the food. So it's a way for them to take up unused capacity or unused inventory and at the same time get paid for it and market and promote the restaurant. And then to brands, when I say brands, it's really food, liquor, wine, and lifestyle brands. It's what we call an experiential marketing platform. It's a way for them to connect to this group market to this group, but in a very understated, targeted, and strategic way. It's not a giant infomercial at an event, and we don't just wave around their brand and their banners on our website. So it's a very strategic and targeted way to expose these specific brands to that growing community. So why is it disruptive? First of all, we're tapping into that vast capacity in the restaurant industry. We now have about 150 restaurant partners that have signed on to the platform, just in Toronto alone. So it becomes a low-cost, scalable ecosystem for creating food experiences. So we're a huge, like we'll serve over 4,000 dining experiences this year, and we don't employ a chef, own a restaurant, or own a building, okay? So it's really all done through this platform. Secondly, it's creating a dual-facing platform. It'll be the first dual-facing platform that allow restaurants to post their events onto the platform and get access to a very targeted community that we're nurturing and building. And I think probably the most innovative thing is it's really and this is really our pivot in the last 6 months, we're monetizing the community both through a B2C and B2B model. So we create the community through the B2C model, really great value, cool experiences. They buy their tickets, and we're building that membership. We're up to over 6,000 members now. But a lot of our margin is derived from a B2B model. So these sponsors and brands are paying us a lot of money to become part of the platform and get exposed to that community. So we're kind of picking off the low-hanging fruit with the sponsorship and margin dollars, and then over time the scale will grow with the community on the B2C side. So again, the revenue is based, there's basically two buckets. There's the consumer side, the B2C side, and then there's the corporate side. So we also do lots of corporate events. We have a whole corporate events group because we have this whole ecosystem of restaurant partners. We can put on a corporate event pretty easily, and we have a corporate membership program. But really the main drivers is sponsorships and advertising. The one thing I want to stress is this is recurring revenue. This isn't one-time, one-and-done sponsorships. This is monthly recurring sponsorship revenues. We sign people to annual contracts. And in fact, all the brands that have signed up with us now, they're asking us to go into other markets, Vancouver, Montreal, Calgary, and said they'll renew in those markets as well. So again, we're trying to build up that recurring revenue. We're running at around $20,000 to $25,000 in monthly recurring revenue now through the platform. So this is kind of the competitive landscape. There we go. So UFeast kind of sits in the intersection of these groups. So on the right side, you sort of have the food tech folks, Eventbrite and OpenTable, people that do reservations. And on the left side, you have different types of dining experiences. Most of the people up here are companies that either deliver, those are the food delivery guys, but people that put on experiences at a chef's house. So if you want to go, if you're traveling and you want to go to a chef's house and get a local dinner, you go there. And then there's experiential marketing, all these festivals, beer festivals, Taste of Toronto, things like that. And UFeast is really the intersection of all those groups. So it's really taking the experiential marketing side and adding technology and a scalable platform to allow it to grow quickly. So just some numbers for year to date. Pretty much since the investment was made in March, we're up anywhere between 500% and 600%. We're going to close the year probably up around 800% or 900% over last year. Last year was our first full year of operation. So it's going well. We're doing business or have signed deals with every one of these companies. So I was just at a meeting with Air Miles Monday. They want us to do a couple of experiences they want to run across the country. Globe and Mail, we're talking to right now about creating what they call a native advertising program. They want to bring their readers or subscribers to the platform. They really want to be like Wall Street Journal Live, which is the mobile digital platform for Wall Street Journal. So they look at food and lifestyle as being a conduit to getting there. So we're talking to Globe and Mail right now. We've just signed an MOU with Dentsu Aegis. For those of you who don't know Dentsu, it's the fourth largest media agency on the planet. So, and we're actually talking to the CEO of Dentsu to join our advisory board right now. And then on top of that, we're currently talking to Molson's, Constellation, Diageo, Mill Street, MasterCard, Uber, and Loblaws right now. So those are all brands we're in discussions with right now to join what we call our co-marketing program. So I'm not going to talk a lot about the tech, but really the next phase and why we're raising the next round is really to invest in the technology. So we've created the ecosystem, created the model, but now we need to create that platform that allow us to scale. And the other thing we're going to spend a lot of money or time on is building a data analytics engine where we really know deep data about our community and our members, and we can share that data with sponsors and partners. Okay, so again, this is all well underway. The management team, so two other things that happened. We've added two great people to the management team. So Howard Thomas in the back, wave your hand, Howie. So Howie, he's formerly Chief Marketing Officer with Samsung Canada, was VP Marketing at CIBC, so a career marketing person. Howie started on a consulting contract with us in December, and by February I convinced him to write a check, invest in the company, and join full time. So he's a great addition to the team. And Jason Feinstone was the co-founder of Pass the Table, the company we just acquired. So he deepens the management team on the culinary and hospitality side. So we just acquired Pass the Table in August. It was really for a couple things. Added some members, 125 restaurant partners. We really wanted Jason as a key management member. Their products fit in very nicely as a nice product extension, and they've got some existing relationships with people like Air Miles and some other people in this business. Okay, so right now we're raising up to $300,000 in this round, and we're doing it at a 30% discount to the valuation we just did the acquisition at a month ago. Okay, with a warrant structure. So it's a great deal. We're just launching that now, and the use of proceeds is really to invest a little bit more in the tech, and we also want to enter Vancouver slowly because, again, our brands and our customers are asking us to get out to the Western Canada and expand into other markets. So, and then the plan is middle to late next year we'll do a larger round, and we're currently talking to a bunch of strategic investors right now. Time up. Okay, so again, I'm not going to go through this, but I think we've now proven out the business model. We're going to be at break even from operations in Toronto by January. We're going to be down to about a 5,000 to 10,000 burn rate in Toronto by November, December time rate. And then we're really investing in the technology. And just last thing, a lot of the partners that were on that slide are also natural acquirers. So those are all, we're positioning ourselves down the road for some of these large media companies. I think the acquisition can either come in from the media space or from the food tech space, and we're already talking to people in both of those verticals. So that's it. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you very much, Terry, for that great update and all the traction that you've been getting. It's good news. Any questions?